Hello everyone, Slayercoon here. Everyone has at least one bad childhood video game. Bad games are inescapable, especially to young kids who don't know any better, and ignorant grandparents who don't know anything about video games. But normally you forget about the bad games you played when you were a kid, only for the nightmares to haunt you once you reach teenhood. And that's no exception for the turd I'll be reviewing today. But this game has haunted me in a way that no other game has, as the pure sight of it makes me feel sick. I'm of course talking about The Mummy on DS. I wanna fucking die. I have an interesting story with this game, as I did not buy it nor did my parents. You see, my mother used to work at an auto auction, and one of the cars they were auctioning that day just so happened to have this very game in the back seat. So my mom decided to lend it to me as a surprise, and I fucking hated it the second I saw it. Ever since I was a kid, I've known that the majority of movie tie-in games suck ass and balls. This is a tie-in for the 2008 movie The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, a movie that was poorly received critically, so that is already a bad sign. Now, while the DS didn't have quite the level of shovel-ware as the Wii, it had its fair share of cheaply made garbage, and this is the smelliest garbage on the DS by far, even though nobody knows of its existence. Like, I could only find 5 videos of this game on YouTube, at least the DS version. There was also a Wii and PS2 version that got even worse scores than the DS version. How do you even fuck up that badly? Whatever. Let's play this turd already. I haven't actually played this game in nearly 10 years. My last save file is from 2011. Also, I am emulating this since I have no other way of recording DS footage. This game makes a very weak first impression with its opening cutscene and its terrible voice acting.
Long ago, in a time of darkness, China suffered the rule of a ruthless emperor. His thirst for power was unquenchable, and his army was feared throughout the ancient world. The emperor's mystics taught him mastery of the 5 elements: fire, water, earth, wood, and metal.
It's like they got someone's grandmother into the studio to record the voiceovers and pay them in pocket change to do it. It just sounds awful. This is not at all helped by the fact our main character is a weirdo who talks to himself.
I can't do that here. I can't do that here. No, I can't do that here. No. I can't do that here.
There are also other ways this game makes a bad first impression, like the fact there is a rather challenging obstacle that you have to pass at the very beginning of the level, something that should be reserved for later in the game at the very beginning. I found myself dying at this very part more than any other on level 1, and this opening level is pretty fucking bad. It has a fetish for these really boring ink pen puzzles, which we have to do multiple times. My god, I'd rather be back in school than playing this garbage. I've seen worse usage of the DS touchscreen, but the fact the opening level does this nearly 20 goddamn times is insanely obnoxious and not fun at all. Every now and then there are also shooting sections, which are repetitive, control poorly, and mostly consist of you running around in circles like a maniac until the battle is over. This game just has a very warped idea of what fun is, and this game fails to make an even remotely decent first impression. There is very little to do other than the repetitive and boring puzzles and occasional shootout, and I could maybe excuse this if the levels didn't go on for way too long, or if there were some sort of secrets or Easter eggs to find. The first level took me half an hour to complete, yet it felt a lot longer. I've had more fun in high school math class. Once you finish this terrible level, you are then thrown into another shootout that goes on for way too long. The game even counts it at nearly 5 minutes, and it is so repetitive. At least you get to shoot a Nazi in the face repeatedly, probably the most fun I've had with this game. I would rather play a game that's short and sweet rather than long and bitter, and this game is more than just bitter. If this game had a taste, it would taste like an unwashed asshole. We then venture out to the Himalayan mountains with a new character who also talks to himself.
I can't do that here. No. I can't do that here. I can't do that here. I can't do that here.
This game is so bad it has made the playable characters mentally ill. Someone really needs to give these poor fellows some help. This level also has snipers who shoot at you, and the game also spawns enemies who charge at you. Or to be more specific, it spawns too many of them, and whenever you die, you go all the way back to the beginning. I just said fuck it and quit after this. I have made it past this level on its original hardware, but doing this emulated was just a chore. This game sucks. It sucks ass, it sucks balls, it sucks nipples, it sucks toes. It sucks. It is the worst game I have ever played, and that is no exaggeration. At least Super Bubble Pop had a decent soundtrack. Sure, it is still a no-good garbage game, but at least it wasn't completely boring and frustrating. This game gets a 1 out of 10. It is complete, irredeemable garbage. And I'll be completely honest here, this game actually made me feel physical pain. This game legit hurts me due to how bad it is. It is a very special kind of bad game that I never want to play again. It saddens me that a game so bad could ever be released for one of the greatest handheld systems of all time. Hopefully I never have to talk about a game this worthless ever again. And you know, I normally don't like doing this, but in this case, I think justice needs to finally be served to this game. I am going to destroy this wretched piece of filth. Well, geez, that got really fucking edgy. Don't worry though, I'm actually fine and I had a lot of fun making this video, especially destroying the DS cartridge, although that Rules of Nature meme was at least 5 years out of date. Whatever, I'm perpetually stuck in 2012 anyways. I like to give credit to TGX Game Reviews for helping me with this review. Yes, that TGX. He's the one who helped me with downloading the emulator I used for recording the game footage with. So, thanks a lot, TGX. Thanks for helping me tear apart the worst DS game of all time. And yes, I am serious, this is the worst game I've ever played. I don't think I'll be reviewing any more crappy games for a while after this. Thanks for watching.